sweet for me until I stumbled along the river and fell in. The snake's back on his feet, walking down the street. He's coming for you, but baby, I'm coming too. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love.
Hello, everybody. It is January 6, 2025. I am Drew.
And I'm Tara.
This is America's #1 Chicago-based sibling sports entertainment butthole buffoonery 69 celebrating. It's the wettest podcast west of the Mississippi River. We got the best calves in the business. We are MELLONfights.
MELLONfights.
MELLONfights coming in strong. First intro of the year. Just realizing that can't really see it on camera, but hold on. Hold on. I can't get it. Can't get it. I can't get it, T. Still had on my
Oh, your brand new shirt.
shirt's so new I ain't even pulled off the large tag yet. That's right.
The
I said large. I said large. I didn't say extra large. I didn't say double XL. I said large, baby. But that's the right amount of thickness where I come from. Large.
I love that.
So here
Where'd
we
you
are.
get
It's my Old Navy for $10. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. I had like a weird knockoff version of this shirt, like maybe 5 years ago that I got, and it was like the hands were like fucking warped and his body was warped. Like, is it the coolest shirt ever? No, but for $10, I don't give a fuck.
It's great for $10.
Maybe a little weird. I might be sitting a little awkward. Or maybe I don't know. I don't care. Anyway, a lot of paper noises coming from Tara's end. A lot of paper noises.
Sorry. I found my spot. Found it. I'm ready. I'm raring.
Tara had to change. I made Tara change before we started. Here she is last year doing her, trying to be like, hey, here's what I'm going to do for next year. Here's my New Year's resolution. Like, I'm going to become the eye candy of this. And she was dressed like a cat lady. She had a hat on. You couldn't see her hair. She looked like a sick old cat lady. Like a cat lady who like is maybe dying and she just hangs out with her cat. It was a bad look. So we made her change. Just wear it, Tara. There ain't nothing wrong with wearing a t-shirt. T-shirts look good.
All
T-shirts are cool.
This is a Spice Girls one.
It's a big t-shirt.
Yeah.
Oversized, I'd say.
A little bit.
Better. Mine's a little too tight, maybe. I mean, I'm gorging out of it.
Your muscles be gorging out.
I don't know. My hair looks. I'm getting a haircut on Wednesday because my hair's getting a little too frisky in back.
It is a little frisky. It's a
So
little
I'm getting a
mullety.
haircut on Wednesday. I think I'm gonna look good next. I don't mind mullety, but it's not mullety's not the problem. I don't understand when you get. It's always mullety. I cut it like a mullet on purpose, but the problem is it starts to get thick and it just turns into a helmet. The helmet's the issue.
The
Mullet ain't an
mullet
issue.
helmet.
Mullets are very popular right now, and when I get a new cut, you seem to like my mullets.
I do.
But it is just the amount of hair sticking off the back of my big old head.
Yeah,
I
because
do
you have
that-
a big back of the head too.
I
So
go deep. I go deep that way.
yeah.
For those of you that are just listening, the 5 of you, the back of my head, and it goes deep. So, yeah, here we are. First ordeal of 2025. Tara, how are we feeling so far about 2025?
You know what?
Neither
So far, so good.
Neither of us had a sip to drink in 2025.
Nope.
That's not true. I was obviously drinking past midnight.
Oh yeah.
I was drinking after midnight,
Yeah.
but since I went to sleep and woke back up on the first, I ain't had a sip. I went to a bar last night, watched the football game, drank 4 Diet Cokes. Too many Diet Cokes. I was very full. I was very full of liquid. I made a joke. The waitress laughed way too hard about my joke about being filled to the brim with Diet Coke. Laughed way too hard about it. It wasn't that funny. I was like, it ain't that funny, lady.
Was it a fake laugh or was she really?
No,
feeling
she thought we were like pals.
Oh,
She was like enjoying it quite a bit. Like she came in like when she first came to the table, she kind of came in with a little attitude. I didn't like it. It was gone really fast. It was like 2 seconds later. But she's like, I don't. But me and John both are like, hey, how's it going? We had good vibes going. I think she came in thinking we're just gonna be some dweebs, some douches. I don't know what she was thinking, but by the end,
Just
she's
had to get right.
laughing at me drinking 4 Diet Cokes and 4 waters and being like, I'm filled to the brim. She's like, ha 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 ha. I'm like, shut up. No, it's funny. It was funny. I thought it was pretty good.
No.
What about you? That was my wettest moment of the week. It was my wettest because it was so silly. I had fun. I had fun at the bar, not having drinks.
I'm trying to think. Wettest moment. Mom and I did. No.
This fucking guy. Oh wow.
Come on. Stay down or you're going to have to go. Okay, my wettest moment was Mom and I are doing dancing workouts again. We're going to do a couple a week just to get a little more cardio in. And we did one today and it was very fun. Actually, my wettest moment is that, but it's tied with I went to Jazzercise on Saturday.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think I was the youngest person there by...
I like where you're at on the mic, Tara. I like where you're at on the mic, but it's a little loud this time. Stay on the mic right there. But you're peaking. You're peaking. And sometimes when you peak, it fucks up my audio and I drop out when I'm trying to edit. It's tough because I will drop right out. Just a little bit on that volume.
Is it the number one?
Clear.
Yes. Is it the number one? Okay.
What one are you plugged into? The first one?
I don't probably. Hello?
You can't tell? Just a little bit.
How's that?
But now you got more on. Just stay where you were was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing.
All right. How's that?
Up a little tiny bit.
Up?
Yeah. How much did you turn it down? Just a tiny bit?
The tiniest bit.
Leave as is then. Leave as is.
Okay.
I wish you could. I don't know why you can't tell how hot you are because it's just like you start to peak so much.
Ooh.
It's not like the old mic, but you just start to the end of your words get a little clumpy. But yeah, stay in close. You don't. The real trick here is you turn your head too fucking much away from the mic, and when you're doing that, you can't hear what people are saying. You got to be facing the mic.
Okay.
Please face it. You like to talk over here. You like to talk over there. You like to talk down. Like when we're on the list later, look at your list, then speak. Don't read it off of it. Look at it, speak. We're learning, Tara. It's 2025.
We're learning. We're going to be the best podcast in 2025. If you gotta learn.
I'm trying to figure out what I've been having some issues with my sound. When I'm doing it live, I sound perfect. So there's some sort of disconnect coming from the box to the computer. I might have to get a new box. This one's new, but it's just my sound sucks. So I think I might have to get this one replaced. I think I'm just going to get it replaced.
Okay.
I was actually thinking maybe we just need way better equipment. Could be fun. We'll see. Anyway, Tara's you're the youngest?
I was the youngest by probably 30 years. At least. Yeah.
Well, can I tell you a little story? You're not 30 years younger than Mom. So that's already a lie.
No. Mom wasn't at Jazzercise.
Oh, I thought you said Mom and you were dancing class. Both doing dancing classes.
No. We're dancing, but I forgot that I'd gone to Jazzercise on Saturday. We're dancing at home.
Oh.
Yeah.
The samba? The merengue?
No, we're doing
Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Tara, did you know who was Sean T? Who did Sean T used to backup dance for? Mariah Carey?
Was it or Janet Jackson?
I want to say Mariah Carey. No, he's too young for it to be Janet Jackson. Well, then did you see the thing I sent you of Tanya?
No. What did you send it on?
Tanya was Britney's backup dancer.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that. She's 51. She looks great still.
Sean T was a guest cheerleader at the Cardinals game yesterday.
I saw that.
Dancing and looking thick and looking good.
He's thick. He looked better when he wasn't as thick. You have to agree with me a little bit. He's getting too bulky.
Yeah,
he's getting too bulky.
He's very bulky.
Like his dance days, he looked good. But like his insanity days is where he's at his peak, in my opinion. Like he's very lean in his early dance when he's just doing the dance videos. What's the original one? Like booty shaking.
What the hell was it called?
Brazilian booty.
It was like
Brazilian
abs, dance abs. Why can't I think of it?
It don't matter. Early on, he was dancing. He was pretty lean, and then he got I think optimal shape, and now he's just getting huge. I wish he would stop getting so huge.
I wonder if he's using any supplements to
I
enhance.
highly doubt it, to be honest, because of
Yeah.
what he does for. With him, I believe it because he's been so muscly.
Well, I'm just curious what.
He might do something, but I don't. I doubt he's on steroid or
Right. He
anything
might
like
do
that.
maybe he's doing HGH.
Doubt it. I highly doubt that.
But I also think he can like really gain muscle.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
He really has.
And it's not like he put on a ton of new muscle. He already was
Yeah,
muscly, you know.
definitely.
So, yeah, that was this week in Shanti. Gonna be a fun week there. We got 2 fun lists.
2 fun ones.
I ended up liking them both quite a bit. I found 5. I actually ended up with 6 things I really like. I'm gonna have to drop something off of it, and I got a couple of honorable mentions. Nothing I love too much. And then the Alabama one I thought was really fun.
The Alabama one was really.
I'm kind
fun.
of looking forward to that.
Alabama.
Excuse me.
I learned a lot about Alabama.
Yeah, me too. I don't want to. I'm not going to say. I
No,
heard the
we're
word
going to
Alabama.
talk about it.
So I don't want to ruin it. Maybe we'll just
No.
start. Maybe we'll start with that. Maybe we'll start with the Alabama list. Oh no,
I
we
think
got
we
to talk
should start
football first.
Sports.
Let's do quick sports. Football. We're going to talk NFL playoffs. Tara. Fade Tara. I didn't put up clips this week of our picks. I did cover.
Because you knew I was going to be terrible.
I just forgot, honestly. I didn't do many clips this week.
What was I thinking?
Tara,
obviously,
you don't know football even a little bit.
If you... hold on a second. I have to put a naughty cat into the bathroom.
What's he doing?
He's climbing up here.
Get him. Get his ass. Tara's got a cat. I don't understand it.
Hi.
Oh, and then she's nice to him.
Go that way. Go that way. Go that way. Go on.
It'd be one thing if he was cool and got on screen and did cool shit, but he doesn't do that. He's not like a cool...
Way.
He's just destroying things.
Come this way.
This is what cats do, though. Carrot used to do this, too. When Carrot was hanging out, Carrot would come in and try to distract me. She wouldn't... She'd come walking around and wanna annoy. Sorry, Roscoe. I forgot the cat's name. Mr. Miyagi. God, cool name for a cat, though. The Miyagster. I haven't seen Miyagi in a while. I got to go home and check out Miyagi. So like I said, I went to the watch the football game last night at the bar, and I just pounded too much soda. So I could figure that out. But we were there a long time. That was the thing. We ate the first half, and then I'm just sitting there, and I had some water. But I was like, "You want another soda?" I'm like, "Yeah." But I was there for like 3 hours. So 4 Diet Cokes, 4 hours. Not ideal, but I was liquidized. I would say for sure, I was liquided up. They call me Mr. Liquid over there at the bar now. They're like, "Mr. Liquid's here. Mr. Liquid's here. Pull up the big chair. Mr. Liquid has arrived. Mr. Liquid's here." Tara, what do you think about this? I'm claiming at the bar they're calling me Mr. Liquid now because of all the liquid I was putting in myself.
I like that, Mr. Liquids.
Yeah, I think I just whoever's listening, if we had a new listener right now, if we had just got lucky, a couple new listeners, they've tuned out. After the Mr. Liquid talk. I was like, I sounded, as I'm saying, I'm like, you sound lame, dude.
You're the lamest dude out
This dude's
there.
fucking lame. He's talking about drinking 4 Diet Cokes at a bar, and he's calling himself Mr. Liquid. So I guess after January, well, I'm not even doing all of January for dry January. I'm January 25th.
Oh, for John's birthday.
John's birthday, I will have a couple beers for that.
Yeah.
So, but I just needed to cut it out for a little bit. You know, I haven't been drinking that much, like once a week maybe. But over the holidays, it just was like I had a couple tequila run-ins. We hung out with all our buddies when I came back for Christmas, and then New Year's Eve, I was like, I don't even want to. I'm not going to talk about how much I didn't feel like I was doing crazy, but then I look back, I'm like, oh, that's how much I drank. Dang,
that's a lot.
So, but I wasn't like out of control or anything. I just went home, went to sleep. I wasn't acting foolish.
That's good because you can.
I tend not to anymore though, because I've kind of found the things I can drink that where I don't get weird, and it kind of is just it's tequila, beers. So,
all right. So I'm an idiot. I don't know what I was thinking, Drew. Especially since the Chiefs, the Bengals don't want to play the Bengals. I know, but the Chiefs don't want to see the Bengals.
Yeah, exactly.
So they were putting 0 effort in. They got freaking goose egged. How terrible is Carson Wentz?
Wentz is dog shit.
So bad.
twice now you've picked Wentz. You suck at football.
One of them worked because he didn't play.
What?
Like I did pick KC and
they
thinking
cover that
Wentz
week?
was going to play, but yeah.
Okay,
Because
so they covered that
Pat
week.
played.
You claimed if Wentz played that they would have covered, but
Yeah, and they probably wouldn't have because he sucks.
Get that mic away from you a little bit more.
He sucks.
So you can sit how you like to sit. Just push it away a little. Then you can sit exactly where you're comfortable and keep the mic where it be.
All right.
Just on it. It's a little inconsistent is why.
So yeah, I sucked, and I'm glad that underdog picks of the week are over.
Listen, I picked the Saints. That was just way too big of a line. And it was and they were playing why am I blanking?
Bucks.
The Bucks, which I knew the Bucks would win, but they kept it close, and the Saints kept it close. That interdivisional game. I'm pretty happy with that win. So on the season, I believe I was 12-6. I think I was 12-6. I stopped keeping track like 2 weeks ago, but I'm pretty sure I ended up 12-6. And I believe you ended up being 6-13 because you had one bonus win that I gave you for a week. 6-13, 12-6. 12-6 is good. 6-13 is not so good. But it was a pretty good NFL. We should bet. We should have a side bet next year for who wins the bet.
Oh, maybe I'll get better at it if I.
You should. Maybe you'll look into it a little more. Maybe I have to go eat some fucking waffles.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. Oh, you gotta talk about that. So I already
do.
put a post up on our, but only to our listeners, I did lose the waffle bet. So I do have to go to Waffle House for the 24-hour Waffle House challenge. 24 hours and waffles combined. Whatever gets me to 24, I got to do. I'm not happy about it. I'm going to train for it. I'll probably document it. I think maybe Tara should probably come with, and we should probably do a pod from there. I think that could be pretty funny.
Sure.
Do a live pod at the Waffle House. We'd have to talk to Waffle House and say, hey, can we do this? And I'll do that. I'll reach out. Our first, pod, maybe I'll do it live. We'll see. But we're going to do some Waffle House content, countdown to Waffle House 2025.
Do you have to have it in by a certain date? Before
next season,
Oh.
technically. But then they kicked it out of the league. But I'm retiring anyway, but I'm going to do it. My goal is to do it. I want to do it probably after the winter a little bit. Maybe sooner than later so I can get, because I'm going to take down like 6,500, 7,000 calories.
Oh
so
my God.
maybe I'm going to want to give
That's
myself a couple
insane.
of weeks to knock that back off before the summer season hits. It's really going to fuck up my winter arc I've been trying to do.
No.
I'm getting there. I'm like day away from my goal. I'm like 2 days away. Tomorrow, probably Wednesday, Thursday at the latest. I'm going to hit that goal.
That's awesome.
Waffles. And so I'm going to wait. And then I'm probably going to go a little past my goal. So when I eat waffles, it comes back to the mean.
Gosh.
Listen, I was saying to Trin, 6,000 calories ain't out of the realm of possibility on a day. I've done it.
Yeah.
You can get rid of that. Like I was thinking about New Year's Eve. I ate very little in the morning because I knew I was going to go eat and drink, but I drank like basically a whole bottle of tequila and margarita mix. That right there is probably about 6,000 calories. 4,000, 5,000, somewhere. But then I also ate a bunch of food, and then I made grilled cheeses at midnight. I took grilled cheese making stuff.
Oh gosh.
So I probably had over 6,000 calories on New Year's Eve. That's my guess. And then I had
How
pizza.
many waffles does that mean for that much?
That was if I did like 12 waffles. They're 400 a piece, I think it was.
Oh
400
my God.
with
So
syrup. It was it was like 450 or something like that. Yeah, they're big waffles, Tara. It wouldn't be much of a punishment if it wasn't. I could eat 24 Eggo waffle. Tara, I think I ate like last year when I didn't have to do it. I think I ate over 10 waffles just sitting here. Eggo waffles.
Gosh.
Those don't count.
Ugh.
We'll see. It'll happen. I think I'll do really well with it, actually. They're all like, Trin's like, I've had like 3 or 4 servings, just 3 or 4 just going to a Waffle House. He's like, it's not that big of a deal. He's like, you'll be able to do it. Like everyone's like, oh, they're so big, but they're not Midwest boys. Midwest boys know how to fucking chow. They're a bunch of Louisiananites.
And you could also you don't have to get any accoutrements on it.
I mean, I'm going to put syrup on it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do syrup. I also
No.
going to order with my first batch. I'm going to order fries.
Fries?
Yeah. When I'm going to get a little extra something. I can't just. I got to have something to break it up, a little something salty. You know. I'm thinking fries.
Fries and waffles?
Tara, have you met Tara? I order fries all the time. If they had waffle fries, I'd be sick. But I order fries all the time.
Ooh, would that count? An order of waffle fries? Would that be one waffle?
I think it should. If they have, do they have? I don't think they have waffle
I
fries.
don't know.
Tara. Anyway, I don't even know if they have fries. Should I see? Let me see what they got. I don't even know what their menu is like.
I know.
Talk more football while I look it up. Anything else? Did you talk about maybe last night's game, the big game?
The big game, the Lions versus the Vikings, and the Lions are fucking awesome. They're so good. Their defense really showed some. I mean, they are injured, and then they had 2 more people get injured, and they held them to a very, like, was it 9 or 10?
They finished with 9, I believe.
9. And was it me, or were you kind of like, this guy was trying to coach too much like Dan Campbell and go too much on 4th down?
No, I think they have. That's kind of the way it is now, and they've kind of done that all. Everyone kind of does that now. They have hash browns.
Mm.
They got to have French fries for dinner because they have dinner.
They do?
Yeah, it's open 24 hours, Tara.
But
You
I
don't think
thought
they
it
have
was
dinner?
just breakfast food.
It's a diner. It's just a diner. They call Waffle House. What do you mean just breakfast food?
I
You can't
don't
have-
know. I never been.
I'm trying to see if they have fries. I'm not seeing fries.
That's a bummer.
They have burgers without fries? Like, what the fuck is that?
Do they give you chips?
It doesn't look like it comes with anything. They have hash brown bowls. How do you not have fries? So I guess I'll get a plate of hash browns with cheese on them. The hash browns don't look that good. None of it looks that good. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to ask if I can eat a slice of pie. Because they have a southern pecan pie and a triple chocolate pie. I'm like, listen, what are the rules? Can I score some pie? You know? Hold on. Anyway, they doesn't look like they have fries. That's crazy to me. How do you have burgers without
They
fries?
should definitely have waffle fries at the Waffle
Yeah, isn't that
House.
stupid?
We should
mean,
maybe
it's just-
send a little note.
Well, they're trying to keep it as easy as they can here. It's going to be gross.
It is.
That's my thing. My goal is to find a Waffle House that I don't think is gross. Like, there's got to be ones that are better than other ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Google the best Waffle House and go to that one.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find a good one. So, yeah, football yesterday, Lions, Vikings. Loser is the 5th seed. Winner is the 1 seed and has a
Which
bye.
is wild.
Big game. And one team showed up and one team did not.
Yeah.
One team showed up and one team did not. For about a half, though.
Yeah,
Minnesota,
but
I mean, defensively, Minnesota looked good, but that's because then the Lions got their act together. It's like, just run the ball. They started trying to, like, they couldn't get their passing game going. Goff was looking like old Goff a little bit. I'm like, I'm just like, run the ball. You're going to run the ball on them. They're not going to be able to stop you. Gibbs, and then they did, and Gibbs tore it up.
Yeah, he's a stud. I was thinking about him, like watching him just because he was doing everything and looked so good. And then I remember like people thinking that because it went over to the war room in, don't do that. It went over to the war room in the draft and they were just like all excited and people were kind of like, why are they so excited? And it's like, that's why they knew what they were getting. That guy's a freaking stud.
Gibbs?
Yeah.
I loved that pick when they picked Gibbs.
Yeah.
That was a great pick. Great pick. He's a monster.
He
Love
is a
Gibbs. And
monster.
he's supposed to get the other running back here in the next couple of weeks, they think.
Yeah.
He might be back for the next game. Why am I blanking on his name?
Montgomery.
Yeah. And slowly defensive guys are coming back. They get, the Lions, man.
Looked good. They looked real
so
good.
gun to your head. Lions. Who'd you pick?
I
We're there.
picked-
We're at the playoffs now, so
I picked the Chiefs versus the Lions, and I think I picked the Lions winning. Yes.
I think you're right. I think you rode the Lions 2 years in a row.
Yep.
And I got Ravens, St. Louis with the Ravens winning, I believe. So we both got our teams in.
Our teams in. Mm-hmm.
And they both won their divisions.
Ravens look great. Rams are sometimes
Rams don't look great, but they have good coaching and they kind of win. They scrounge wins together, man. We'll see what happens. I wouldn't want to play them if I was the Vikings. Isn't that who they play?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to play the Rams really.
Uh-uh.
Just a little more. I'd take Stafford over Darnold any day.
Yeah.
Who,
And-
Tara? Stafford and Darnold both whip out their wingsters.
Oh my god.
Who you letting slap you in the eyes?
Oh my
It's
god.
Darnold. We know it's your new love. Darnold, your new love. Tara, do you have a new love this week? This week in Tara?
No, I don't think I do.
That's bullshit. You're supposed to have some every week.
Well, you didn't tell me that I needed.
I did. I told you that last week.
No, you didn't.
I said yes. I absolutely did. I said next week we got to find out who's D. You want to be second.
You said that?
Yes. And you're like, oh my god. And I was like, just do it. I was
That's
like,
probably. I
and
probably
basically
forgot.
said, just like, whoever the new who hot, and then I changed to whoever the new hottie is for you. Somebody doesn't even have to be new every week. Just like who for the week got you. Was it you gonna say it's Darnold again because he played like
No.
dog shit and you like winners?
I love winners. I'm like grossed out by my take last week because Sam Darnold was not a winner this past week.
Yeah.
He looked like shit.
So, other big things that happened in the NFL game. Let's see.
There was the
Tampa
Jets
Bay won.
Dolphins,
So Tampa Bay won. The Falcons lost. So Tampa Bay wins the division. They get in.
and they got Mike Evans a bunch of money at the very end, which was really fun.
How much
And
money did he get?
some might say risky. It's like three mil.
Yeah, at least they did it for him. Fuck the Eagles for not letting Saquon set the new record.
Also, the Cowboys.
It's a brand new record. What? Oh, that.
Also, the Cowboys. Who
that was bullshit.
They decided to play Trey Lance instead of
total
Cooper
bullshit.
Kupp, so they didn't have to pay him. It's like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? He overperformed.
Wait, he almost got him in the playoffs.
Yes. And I just am like that. And then Jerry Jones was like, oh, we didn't even know that was a thing.
He's such a dog shit human being.
God, such a dog. I
think that they should keep Mike
sell
McCarthy.
the team.
That's what they deserve. They deserve Mike McCarthy.
Well, did you see that the Bears
are
want to
talking
interview him?
They are so stupid. Take them, please. The Cowboys aren't going to hire anyone good anyway. I don't know who they are. I don't even care. Honestly, Tara, I don't even care. I don't even know why we talk about football every week. I barely care. It's just fun to talk about.
Yeah.
But as a whole, I don't really care what the Cowboys do anymore. It's not that exciting to me. They're just like so unlikable.
That's it. They
don't have anyone on the team I like.
No, I don't like anyone. I mean, Parsons I like all right.
Sure, but he kind of has cooled off quite a bit after his rookie year.
Yeah.
He hasn't had the career I've wanted so far. He'll get there. He'll get there. NFL, I'm going to pull up the playoff.
And then the Jets and the Dolphins had some interesting stuff just because the Jets ended up winning. Tua didn't play, and then Tyreek Hill was like, I'm out. I'm like, okay.
I deserve to eat these waffles. That's the other thing. I deserve to eat the waffles for picking Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
And then I didn't even play him the last week, Tara. If I had played Tyreek Hill over Cooper Kupp, I would have won by like 10.
Cooper Kupp didn't fit the women hater vibes.
I know. Well, that was the thing is I got punished for taking Tyreek all year. He had the worst year of his career. And then I benched him the last week. They're like, no, that ain't getting you out of it. That ain't getting you out of it. You're losing still.
And it's like you can blame Tua's injury as much as you want, but he's lost a step for sure. Plus
he's a loser.
He's a loser.
Comes out, I was like, I got to get traded. I'm like, well, go because you were so great this year. Last week he dropped 2 touchdowns.
Oh my God.
So you're like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. God, he's a loser.
And then
he's on my team.
Was it Aaron Rodgers' last game, or do you think he'll play more?
I think he'll play somewhere else. I think someone else will give him a chance. I don't think he'll play there. But he got his 500th TD. Who cares? Did he? Whatever. Steelers, Ravens. Who else got the way into the playoffs? Oh, Rams ended up winning their division.
The Broncos won.
Broncos won. Broncos got in.
I have to eat some of my words because I was saying how much I thought that Sean Payton wasn't a good coach. He was on.
He's a good coach.
And he's a good coach. And
Bo Nix
is fun and good.
Bo Nix. Think about Tara, if Jaden Daniels hadn't been so exciting this year, everyone would be jerking off Bo Nix right now. Bo Nix has had a wonderful rookie season.
Well, it just sucks because he kind of started out like a little, because he's a wild man, and he started out a little with too many turnovers. But
sure,
he's surely fun to watch, man. He's good. I mean, I think he's right there in the conversation with Jaden.
Maybe.
Definitely.
It's close. I'd say if Jaden hadn't done it for a team that's been such dog shit forever as well, he gets points for that. Denver's been pretty. He's got a coach that's been. Denver was bad last year. They were okay last year actually, but what do you end up with? 3,700 yards, 29 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. That's pretty dang good. That's like really good, and they got to the playoffs. So 29, 12, and I'm sure there's some rushing in there too. Hold on, let's see what his rushing stats were. I'm going to compare him to Jaden Daniels too. What were you saying? By the way, while I'm looking this up,
I was just talking football.
Talk more football.
I'll
look this up.
What's his face?
Dan
Quinn. Great coach. He's killing it up there. Again, they're doing, and Washington is a frisky little team, and it's pretty exciting. I like seeing it. And then I'm like, whatever. Cowboys, you suck. I don't even care when they lose. The Packers, I don't know if they're a very good team. I feel like they can be good and then they can be real shitty. Losing to the Bears is like
far and above like the Washington team or
no. Losing
or the Bronco or the
because I think
Buccaneers.
Because the Packers are playing the Eagles.
Yeah.
The Eagles should crush the Packers.
Oh yeah, they should absolutely. The Eagles are good.
Yes,
the Eagles are good. Here's a little breakdown. Bo. They ended up being, I don't know what the record is. Doesn't matter. They both had a very similar record. I know that. Mm-hmm. Bo did win his division. Or no, they got wild card. They're both wild cards.
Yeah.
Bo 37-75 in yards, 29 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And he rushed for 430 yards and 4 TDs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, hold on, we're wrong. This guy's the man. We got Jaden, 3,500 yards and 25 touchdowns only, but only 9 interceptions. But then he rushed for 891 yards and 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Monster year. He's the rookie of the year. In my opinion, it's actually not even close. That's like I said, if Jaden wasn't here, Bo Nix wins it for sure. Yeah. But Jaden's winning it.
He just had a few off games, but more so he had some good ones.
He's also the leader of that team.
Oh, yes.
He's the reason that Bo's played really good. And he's definitely got the team started to rally around him as the season went on. They realized he had some guts and some balls.
Yes.
He may end up having a better career than Jaden. I don't know, but I think Jaden had a better rookie season. And Jaden missed a couple games, or a game and a half, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, for
injury. Did he miss any games?
Ribs,
or just
maybe?
Partial games?
I think it was a rib.
He definitely missed a game. How many games did he play? He played, Tara. Stats. He played 17. That doesn't sound right. I could have sworn he sat a game out. Did he not sit a game out?
I thought he did, but maybe...
Hold on.
Maybe it was just like he left early, like maybe the first couple plays of the game.
And here's another thing. He basically didn't play this last game. He played just a little bit early.
Yeah.
So Bo had to put up stats because they needed to win, where Jaden was not really pushing that hard in this last game.
Which were some freaking empty stats because the Kansas City Chiefs did not want the Bengals in. And I don't know if people think that's a conspiracy theory, but I mean...
Yeah, I think he played the game and he was hurt and they took him out right away. He only has two attempts for 2 yards. Or 2 attempts. What? Yeah, that was empty stats. But he won. They won. They crushed.
Oh, yeah. Crushed. He looked good.
What did he do what did he get for this last game? He had 320 yards, 4 TDs, no interceptions. Yeah. Those ones almost shouldn't count. Honestly. So Jaden had a better year, but Bo was right there. He's definitely the next guy. And Jaden's just likable too. Bo seems likable too.
Yeah, he does.
Any other NFL? We should do some quick
coach firings.
Yeah, a couple coach firings.
Some that didn't get fired, which was surprising.
Can't believe McCarthy hasn't been fired yet. They're just not going to fire him. It's going to be more of a way to start parting ways.
Yes. So McCarthy and then the Colts coach.
Yeah. They ended up putting up a
And
pretty good fight as the year went on.
and
But there's
then
some dumb stuff that he did that maybe cost him.
Dable.
That doesn't surprise me that much because I think Daboll's actually a
And
good coach. They just need a quarterback in there. He doesn't have a quarterback. It's not his fault. His best guy was
'cause
his best
he-
quarterback's been Daniel Jones. Like, get the fuck out of here.
right. And then so Gerard Mayo got fired,
Yeah, we all saw that coming.
which yeah, but I just think that's lame.
It is lame. Why hire him for 1 year
Right?
just to get rid of him?
You
You
didn't
didn't
even,
give the
he
guy a
didn't have a
chance.
good team.
He had a rookie
didn't give-
quarterback who he kind of developed.
Yeah.
Quarterback kind of developed and had a nice year.
Exactly. He didn't have a good team, and like there were moments where they were looking all right. They were losing, but still had some things to like be happy about or looking forward to the future. And I'm like, okay, are they gonna?
It's a dirty move.
It is. And then Kraft was just like, oh my god, I feel so bad. Like
It's bullshit.
he just wasn't ready. And I'm like,
But a guy like McCarthy gets like 5 years of just
right.
I kind of wish. That's the one thing I'll say is like guys should get chances to keep it going.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can just see like McCarthy ain't got it. Like he ain't gonna get him over the hump. Mayo, we don't even know.
I know. And it's like, I know they're talking about Vrabel, which he's a great coach,
Good
but
coach.
who
It's
knows?
good. It'd be a good hire. It's who they should have hired last year.
Right. But they had already picked Mayo. So
It's kind of crazy that he's even available out there right now. That
I
no one
know.
scooped him up. It must be because he was like, they probably like, we'll get you next year.
Yeah. But it just seems like I feel bad for him. And he did the screw him up, like screw him over, win the last game so you don't get first round,
Yeah, like that.
first
I
draft
like
pick.
that. Always
Yeah.
love that.
Lovie Smith did it his last
Well,
year.
how dumb is that for how dumb are the Patriots for letting him coach that last game?
Exactly.
Don't let him coach it.
Because obviously the
writing.
writing, exactly. The writing's on the wall.
Fucking dummies. So yeah, that's the NFL. So so big weekend. We're both gonna stick with our picks. Are we? Are you sticking with your pick?
Yeah.
Lions win it all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with Ravens win it all. I just think with that run game, they're just in the playoffs. They're gonna be hard to beat. I think they're the best. I just think that with Derrick Henry and Lamar, they're hard to beat. So I'm stick with Ravens winning the Super Bowl. I honestly don't think it's going to be over the Rams at this point. I think the Lions are good. I think Ravens. I just have a feeling. I just have this bad feeling though that the Lions are going to get upset. I think it might end up being Ravens Eagles.
I mean, the Eagles are freaking good.
But I'm gonna stick with Ravens.
Okay.
Ravens. I gotta stick with it. If gone to my head, I would probably change it, but I'm gonna stick with it because that's what we did at the beginning of the year. So I'm gonna stick with it. But if we changed it, I'd say probably the Eagles. And I think that the Bills. I just don't think the Bills have enough other than Allen to get him there. If that makes any sense. I think Allen's been a superhero, Superman, getting them to where they're at. But I think in the playoffs, it's gonna maybe be an issue. I think the Chargers are a dark horse, just because Herbert's playing a lot. Herbert's playing a lot better, and I think that I think Harbaugh's a good coach.
Oh my gosh, he's such a good coach.
Like, I mean, hold on. Justin Herbert stats, game log. Like. Down the stretch here, like he just kind of was super consistent all year, Tara. You know how many interceptions he threw this year? If you had to guess? Guess. Justin Herbert. How many INTs do you think he threw this year?
7.
3.
Wow.
23 touchdowns, 3 INTs. It's pretty good.
That is good.
It's pretty good. Not a lot of touchdowns, but that's because they ran the ball a lot. They had a pretty good running game. I think they're an interesting team. They're playing really well. They played really well down the stretch. They beat bad teams. I will say this. Their last 3 wins were against the Vegas, I said it like you, New England, and Denver. Denver is an okay team, I guess. That's a good win. Lost to the Buccaneers, lost to Kansas City, beat Atlanta, lost to Baltimore, beat Cincy, beat Tennessee, beat Cleveland, beat New Orleans. None of those are really good wins. lost to Arizona, beat Denver, lost to KC, lost to Pittsburgh, beat Carolina, beat Las Vegas. As I look back, those are bad wins.
Yeah.
So I
maybe
changed my
not.
mind. Maybe not. I don't know that they the only good win they have is that Denver one couple weeks ago. Other than that, let's see, 1, 2. Okay, they beat Denver twice, so that's two of their wins are against Denver, and every other win they have is not a playoff team.
Oh, okay.
And then all the rest are Las Vegas, New England, Atlanta, Cincy, Cleveland, Tennessee. None of those are playoff teams. And all the other their losses are to Pittsburgh, playoff team, Kansas City, playoff team, Arizona, not a playoff team, so that's not good. Baltimore, playoff team, Kansas City, playoff team, Tampa Bay, playoff team. So all but one of their losses are to teams that are in the playoffs. So maybe I'm wrong. It may all be smoke and mirrors. That's my take.
Yeah, that didn't sound that great.
My take is incorrect, now the
take.
new take is great.
It's a great take. They're not gonna
They're not
go to the Super Bowl.
Good. They're not that good.
No.
Any other football takes? Pick your MVP for the year, and then we'll move on. That's all anyone's talked about today, so we got to pick them.
I'm gonna say Lamar Jackson. He's fucking good.
Love it. I pick Lamar as well.
Yeah.
So that's not that fun.
Okay.
Listen, Josh Allen was great.
Yeah.
Josh Allen was great. I'm a Lamar guy though.
His passing has improved so much.
I love Lamar.
He's so good.
I think
I love him too.
Remember middle of the season I said that Baker was in the mix?
Yeah.
I think Baker's in the mix. I think he's one of the 3 best guys.
Yeah, he did.
He deserves it. He's been great.
Stats, that's for sure.
Baker. It was just the week after I said he had a shithead game.
Mm-hmm.
Then he came back strong down the stretch. Tara, that was our NFL regular season talk. We're done with it. Under the playoffs. Done with any other sports stuff for you for the week.
I don't think so.
Oh, NBA. We got to do our NBA preview. I don't know if we got time today.
I don't think we do because we have 2 lists.
Yeah, we have 2 lists. So we'll do We'll get to NBA preview next week.
Yeah.
We'll do this week's NBA preview next week. The Bucks suck currently. Just a heads up. Have you seen this kid? Oh, have you seen this kid play for Rutgers?
No.
Oh man, he's silky smooth. He's probably top 2 next year. I actually think everyone's talking about this Cooper Flagg kid from Duke. This kid from Rutgers, I think makes more sense in the NBA. He's silky smooth, long, lanky, athletic, silky smooth.
What's his name?
The reason I say this is because they're playing the Badgers right now.
Oh.
The Badgers are winning. Or no, is that their ranking? That's the score. That's the score.
I feel like the Badgers are kind of good.
No, they are. Tara, they are good.
I know.
They lost a couple games, but now they won. They won a big one. They scored like 100 something against Iowa the other night. The name of the guy is I'm blanking on his name. It is roster. Be on the lookout, guys, for Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey is his name. Cool name. Ace Bailey, Tara, is his name.
Ace Bailey.
Look up some highlights of Ace Bailey when you get off of here.
I will.
All right, we're 42 minutes in. Let's do these fucking lists. Holy shit. I haven't done anything yet. So our first list, what list do you want to do first? You pick.
Let's do Alabama.
Let's do Alabama. Let's stretch out our 2024 one more segment. Okay. Sounds good. I don't really have these in order. I'll have to pick in order as we go. It might just be my 5 favorite things. I don't know that they're in order.
Okay. I don't know if mine are either, but we'll go with it.
Okay.
Do you want to go first or second?
You can go first, and I'll go first on the. I'll go first on the next list.
Okay. So my number 5.
Wait, hold on. We got to introduce it because it's our first. We're doing this every week for the next 50 weeks, guys. And we'll do Puerto Rico as well.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? Virgin Islands? Is that ours too?
Yeah.
We'll do that too. We'll work those in there. Puerto Rico. So 52 straight weeks. Till we get to Wyoming, baby. Till we get to Wyoming. So 52 straight weeks. Yeeks. So this is going to be we're going to do top 5 from every state. Our top 5 favorite things from every state for the next 52 weeks. And that's going to include Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. Am I right about the Virgin Islands?
Yeah, U.S. Virgin Islands. It's one of
Yeah.
our territories.
We're gonna count those as well. So we're gonna do 52 straight weeks in alphabetical order, starting off right here with Alabama.
Alabama.
Tara, what's your number 5 thing from Alabama in history?
My number 5 thing from Alabama in history are windshield wipers.
Oh, dang!
Mary
That's a good one.
Anderson created them in 1902, and I'm telling you, they
What would
are
be-
lifesavers.
What would we be doing without windshield
What's
wipers? That's good.
exactly when
I
your
did want-
windshield wipers aren't working very well, and you're like, "Oh my god!"
And your windshield's dirty, and you
Yeah.
think you're gonna die.
Yes, windshield
Especially
wipers.
when they start salting the
yes.
roads, and it just gets dirtier and dirtier.
Yes,
The last car I had, the red car, it didn't like spray out the cleaner, and it just got dirtier and dirtier.
yeah, not.
I didn't get. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't get that deep in.
Oh gosh,
Not that I didn't want to. I just got to some that I liked really
Okay.
early. I think as we go on, we'll find stuff like that because I did search for things like that. I just didn't find. That's a good one, here. Windshield wipers. That's hot. That's 5th.
Fifth.
Okay. I'm gonna go with. My number 5 thing from Alabama is going to be the kick 6. When Auburn beat Alabama at the last second of the game, November 30th, 2013, at Auburn to upset Alabama, and they went to the national championship game that year because of that. You remember? You know the kick 6, Tara? It's where
Yes,
where
I
Alabama
do. Yes.
kicks the ball
Yep, I know
to
it.
win it on a field goal,
Yep,
and Alabama and Auburn returns that bad bitch.
Yes.
It's such an exciting play. The angle where it's from the field goal and he catches it and you watch him and you watch it start to you watch it start to develop. He's like,
Mhm.
it's like, it's electric.
It is electric.
It's electric. It's electric.
It's electric.
So that's my
So
number
good.
5
That's a good
thing
one.
in Alabama. Had to
I
get
like
a sports
that
one
one.
there.
Yeah. My number 4 thing from Alabama is the song Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh, wow.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Okay.
I mean, when you hear that little riff going in,
Sure.
awesome song. Makes you want to be from Alabama a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of that song, though. I've actually never wanted to be from Alabama when I listen to it. But even if you're not from Alabama, you feel like you are.
Yeah.
Never made me want to be from there, but
You
like,
just are like,
I
I'm
still
from
appreciate
Alabama. Yeah.
I appreciate it. You know, I like that a lot, Tara. That's a
Thank
good
you.
one. There's a lot of Alabama like music stuff like that that I didn't put on there. The band Alabama at Alabama Shakes.
Yeah. That
I
was
did
an
not pick-
honorable
I did not
mention
pick
for me.
either of those, but I wrote them, and I didn't think you were going to pick them either. That's why I just said them there. I
Yeah.
didn't feel like I was wasting them. Now, guys, listen up. There's a lot of things from Alabama. If you're watching this, listen to this. Don't get butthurt. This
If
is
you're
just
from
us.
Alabama.
If you're from Alabama, don't get butthurt that we're going to be leaving out some stuff that's kind of important.
Yeah.
I didn't go with some like I avoided some stuff because it just
Me
didn't
too.
feel like our pod.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. So my number 4 thing from Alabama, or my number 4 thing Alabama related, I will say actually, is going to be Forrest Gump.
Oh.
Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump from Alabama, plays for the University of Alabama. Forrest Gump, baby. I think Forrest Gump's where I learned what Alabama was.
I
Watching the movie
know.
Forrest Gump as a kid, I'm like, I didn't even know Alabama was a football super strength back in the day until they became a monster again. So I'm going to go with Forrest Gump, fictional character from Alabama, playing for Alabama. Get your phone away from that.
I'm trying to look something up.
You can't keep it by the thing because it's creating a lot of noise.
I got
A lot
you.
of noise. What'd you say?
I got you. I moved it. I just want to make sure I was right about something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hold on a second here. But he is from Alabama. Tara.
Yeah.
Tara. Yeah, that box definitely struggles with phones by it. You have to, that's a good thing you write stuff down actually. So, Tara, what's your number? Are you up for your 3rd? Is that what it is?
I am.
What's the hometown? What's his hometown in Alabama? I'm blanking.
Birmingham? I don't know.
No, it's like a small fake little town, isn't it? Hold on, let me Google it since you can't figure out what the fuck you're picking.
Well, I think I misread something, so I gotta change something.
What'd you misread?
Just don't worry.
Greenbow, Alabama.
Greenbow.
So Forrest Gump. And I'm not even that big of a Forrest Gump movie guy. I like it, but as far as Alabama goes, it hits. All right, what's your number 3? What's the thing you got wrong? Let's hear it.
Well, my number 3 was going to be Wikipedia, because I thought I read somewhere that Wikipedia was created in Alabama, and then I was like, that just feels wrong. So then I went and looked, and it said it was created in San Francisco. So
yeah, I don't know. That wouldn't make any sense for it to be created in Alabama. I don't know where you got that from. So what's your real number 3?
My number 3 is the movie Crazy in Alabama.
What's that?
You've never seen it? It has that one guy from Mud, or was his name Mud in it?
Crazy in Alabama. Terry,
it had Melanie. It had
started out so strong. Windshield wipers.
Okay, wait. Let me change it. Crazy in Alabama.
Crazy in Alabama is like.
That's
I don't know what it is. Like, how good could it be?
Okay.
There's a million movies that take place in Alabama. I would have been happier if you picked Sweet Home Alabama, the movie.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, Crazy in Alabama. I don't remember that movie, but now that I'm seeing it, I'm recalling it.
Okay, I'm changing it.
I like Lucas Black. Lucas Black plays a great white trash character. Yeah, nails it every time.
All right,
but I don't remember that movie.
Number 3. I'm changing my number 3 to submarines.
Submarines? Tell me about it.
The person who invented submarines is from Alabama. I did a really bad job of writing that down. Hold on. Who invented?
Oh my God! It doesn't matter because get on the mic and don't worry about it.
Hold on, let me do it on my computer. Actually,
yeah, there you go, dummy. That's what I do. Holy shit!
Okay, hold on. I need to use my big phone.
Well, the thing is, I don't know if you know this, but one of my favorite movies that you should watch. Have you ever seen Crimson Tide?
No.
Tara, Crimson Tide is awesome. Tara, we're watching that for we haven't done a movie in a while. Crimson Tide is so good and stressful. Crimson Tide streaming. It's on YouTube TV. We can watch it on YouTube TV, probably with commercials, but that's okay. That's okay. Tara, Crimson Tide is on a submarine, starring Denzel Washington and Gene Hackman. Could it get any better than that?
I'm doing so bad. I didn't write stuff down, and now I'm like, I can't find it.
How are you unprepared for this?
I'm not unprepared. I wrote it down, but didn't write down the exact names.
Who cares? Just tell me about that. If you know it's from Alabama, it's from Alabama.
I don't know if it is now, because now I'm second guessing myself.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
You think you're trying to get cute?
No.
We can go back to Crazy in Alabama if you want. They were invented.
Hold on. I know.
The first navigable submarine was built by Dutch inventor Cornelius Drebbel between 1620 and 1624.
I'm wrong, man. Oh, God.
Holy shit.
Okay, I got one.
Cool.
Vinyl.
Jesus. Sure?
Vinyl.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Don't stop trying to be cute and just pick things you like. That's what I did.
12 inventions from Alabama.
Well, was one of them, does it say submarine?
Windshield wipers is one of them.
Yeah, why are you doing all these inventions? Mix it up a little.
Well, because the thing is, I thought submarines were cool.
They are cool.
No, vinyl is. This is awesome. Vinyl.
Let's hear it.
This is I love this one actually.
What's your number 3 that you've always had at number 3 this whole time? What's your number 3 thing?
My number 3 is vinyl. Waldo Seaman is the chemist responsible for creating vinyl, and the material is used in albums.
It's used in a lot of things.
I know.
Well, there you go.
But we're big vinyl. I got a freaking tattoo of vinyl. I freaking love vinyl, and it was always my number 3. I was just trying to add a little more content.
Okay.
Where the hell did
don't know.
double check
You
my.
just don't know
I
what
gotta
you're doing.
double check my work.
You do it later. I'm up. My number 3 thing, man, I got to figure out which one I really want to be my number 3. My number 3 thing. Fuck. My number 3 thing from Alabama is going to be the movie My Cousin Vinny.
Oh,
My Cousin Vinny is a fun movie. Takes place in Alabama. Love My Cousin Vinny a lot more than I like Crazy in Alabama. If I'm gonna
my
be
cousin
honest.
Vinny's awesome. Loved it.
My Cousin Vinny is one of my
Super
favorite
good.
movies to rewatch, most rewatchable movies. That's why it's above Forrest Gump. I like Forrest Gump, but I love My Cousin Vinny.
It's so
A lot
good.
of fun. Pesci's in it. Feels real Alabamian. Really fun. Love
I'm
My
a big
Cousin
fan.
Vinny. Big fan. Tara, what's your number 2 thing from Alabama?
My number 2 thing from Alabama is Bo Jackson.
Dang, good one.
Bo
Honorable
Jackson
mention for me.
is from Alabama. He's such a 90s icon. He was awesome at everything, got injured, which sucked. I remember him from his Bono's commercials. Seeing him on stuff today seems really cool too. I'm a fan. I like Bo Jackson.
Here's the thing. He is an icon. I would probably say he's an 80s icon though, Tara. I think he retired by like early 90s. Most of his career was in the 80s.
No, but he was Bono's in the 90s.
Yeah, like in the 80s.
No, the 90s. Wouldn't remember that from the 80s.
Bono's
Bono's baseball.
commercial. Bono's commercial. What year did it come out? Let me look it up. I'm looking it up. 1989.
Right. So then
And then he basically retired right after that. He was an 80s icon. I'm just letting you know. I like the pick. He's an Alabamian. That's not the argument. So I'm just saying he's more of an 80s guy. You just remember it well because it was such a big thing. But he's definitely an 80s guy. He got injured like in the 80s.
crazy injury.
Bono's. 1989. You remember it. You remember shit when you're 5. It was such a big thing. It's not, and then like back then they'd play commercials for a long time too. And then they kept doing the commercials. But yeah, he kind of was just like, he was from the 80s and kind of dipped into the 90s.
Yeah, but he's awesome regardless
played
of
most
when
of
he
his
was.
Yeah. Alabama. All right. Okay. My number 2 thing from Alabama, my number 2 thing related to Alabama is the Commodores. Love the Commodores. Big fan of the Commodores. I love me some Lionel Richie, but I love Brick House. Easy like a Sunday morning. These are my things. That's like, honestly, some of my early introduction to music that's older was the Commodores. Love the Commodores. I love the funkiness of it. I like to dance to it. I love the Commodores. It was kind of like the first thing that was old I listened to, like on a CD. I listened to it on a Walkman CD player. I remember listening to it, going to Six Flags Great America on our school trip in 8th grade. We went to Six Flags, and I listened to that like 3 times between going there and coming back. Now you know.
I love it.
Now you know.
All right. My number
See, Chris. That's why we're doing these, because Chris is because he misses the nostalgia stuff we were doing from the yearly, but everything we're doing is gonna be nostalgic. It ain't gonna be all that new, a bunch of new shit. There were some Alabama people like that. That ain't a thing. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Tara, what's your number 1 Alabamian thing? What's your number 1 thing related to Alabama?
My number 1 thing related to Alabama is Channing Tatum.
My number thing related to Alabama, Tara, is Channing Tatum.
What?
How could it not be?
Yours is?
Repeated. How could it not be?
I know. I wasn't sure. I thought you were making fun of me. I'm like,
no, Tara. How could it not be?
I know.
Channing Tatum is our number 1 thing from Alabama.
He is.
Speak upon it, and then I'll speak upon it.
Channing is a gift to all of us. Okay, that guy can act. He can dance. He seems like a cool guy. He's awesome. Whenever he's in something, it's good because he's just so damn likable.
Yeah.
So damn sexy.
Oh, he's got the moves. He's almost like a modern day. He's almost like a modern day Swayze.
He is.
It's not quite the same.
No.
Like he doesn't nail action movies like Swayze did.
No.
But he's not as like Swayze.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong.
But he
Yeah,
is maybe a modern day Swayze.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. He's a dancer.
Yep.
He's funny.
Yes.
Not that Swayze was ever in like comedies, really.
He was in Tu Wong Fu.
He was in Tu Wong Fu, which is good.
Mhm.
Tu Wong Fu's good.
Yeah.
That's good. We should watch Tu Wong Fu. Not for the pod, just to watch it. Tara, I'm with you on Channing. Let me name some stuff Channing's been
Yes.
in. Magic Mike XL,
The best.
Magic Mike, the second one.
That's
Or no, is that
XXL.
the third one, Magic Mike Forever. I don't know what it's called. What's the third one called?
Last Dance?
Yeah,
might have
Magic
made that
Mike
up.
Last Dance. It's something about the Last Dance.
Yeah.
He's also in Step Up movies. He's also in
She's the man.
She's the Man. He's also in the
21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street movies. He's just fucking, she randomly shows up and shit as like a cameo and nails it. I'm a Channing Tatum fan, Tara. Channing Tatum. Tara, does maybe Channing Tatum go on your list of wiener you'd like to sniff upon?
Oh my God.
Tara, it makes sense. Channing Tatum. When you said it, I wasn't sure if you were going to say it, but when you said it, I was very happy.
Yes, he's the best.
Our dad also probably would pick Channing Tatum.
He would definitely pick Channing Tatum.
I think Dad was on Channing Tatum before we were.
I mean, he loved
He
him.
loved Channing Tatum from Step Up.
Well, I loved him instantly because he was in Coach Carter and he was hot as shit in
Sure.
Coach Carter.
I didn't even mention Coach Carter.
Oof.
Didn't even mention Coach Carter. Channing, top dog, top of the line. Channing Tatum,
Love him.
love it.
Okay, and I just
quick.
have.
Let's be quick on our honorable mentions because we got a whole.
Okay,
nother
but I also have to say I need to put Wikipedia back on there because I was right.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wikipedia
Co-founder Jimmy
He's
Wales
from Alabama?
and Larry Sang started Wikipedia. Wikimedia is the world's largest online encyclopedia. So,
that didn't tell me anything about Alabama.
well, this is on the Alabama Inventions website.
So they are from Alabama.
Must be.
Okay.
So
where are you putting it?
I'm putting it.
Back where it was? Just because you're unsure of it?
No, it's going back on there. Maybe I'll.
I mean, Channing stays.
Because vinyl has to stay. I have a freaking vinyl record on my bicep. So I think I'm going to knock off Bo Jackson because you didn't seem to like that one very much.
No, Tara. I didn't like that you said he was a 90s icon when he's an 80s icon. That's all it was.
Okay.
That's all I was saying. I was like, all I was correcting was he's from the 80s more than the 90s.
Okay, so maybe I don't know. Maybe
I
I'll
love
knock.
Bo Jackson.
Maybe I'll knock off vinyl then. I don't know.
I mean, Tara, you really want 3 inventions on there? Come on. I don't have any.
Fine. We'll keep it the way it is. But I will say I love Wikipedia.
Yeah. It's okay.
I love it.
Also, like, weird.
But I remember when when it first came out, I used it as a source on one of my college papers, and they were like, "Bitch, you're stupid." I'm like, didn't know.
Didn't know.
Didn't
College
know.
is dumb. So here we are. Quick honorable mentions.
Oh, yeah.
So here's some things I didn't put on, but probably belong on it. I got the Montgomery bus boycott. You got Rosa Parks, things of that nature. They did not make my list because that's not really that fun.
No, I was supposed to be
But it is
fun
important.
things about it.
But it is important. I had
Yeah.
Bo Jackson as honorable mention. I also had Charles Barkley,
Yep.
Courtney Cox.
Yep. Hank Aaron.
Who the fuck is Cole LeBrant?
Cole LeBrant?
What does this say? Cole LeBrant?
Who's that?
I don't know. Let me look it up. Why I wrote it. Cole LeBrant. Oh, the reason I wrote it and the reason we don't know, because when I Googled famous people from Alabama, it went to the site that I do for birthdays, really. And it was like people from Alabama. He was the number one person from Alabama was Cole LeBrant.
And he's a
YouTuber.
YouTuber.
Can I tell you a little story? A YouTuber does not finish ahead of Channing Tatum.
No
A YouTuber
shit.
does not finish ahead of Bo Jackson. Does not finish ahead of Rosa Parks.
Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron. Charles Barkley. Come on, get out of here.
The Channing Tatum.
The Channing Tatum. I already said him. And the only other thing I had was, and Lionel Richie as well. Derrick Henry played for Alabama, and I really like. He's not from Alabama. I think he's from Florida, but he was awesome on Alabama.
Yeah.
And he was awesome in the NFL. So I'm going to give him a little shout out. And then I liked Alabama from True Romance. Patricia Arquette. Her character name was Alabama.
Yes.
That's my list. There's plenty I've missed. What else you got?
You got all mine.
Oh, that was all of them.
Yep.
Dang. I thought maybe you would have wrote something else.
Mm-mm.
Nice. Cool. We did it, Tara. That is our top 5 things that's our top 5 things related to Alabama. Next week we'll be doing
next week.
You had to you were right. Just be confident. I wasn't going to question it. I didn't know. So next week we got what? Alabama, Alaska?
Alabama, Alaska.
We don't have to sing it every time. Alaska. So next week we'll be doing Alaska, guys, if you want to get in on it. If you want to email your list, it's MELLONfights, MELLON fights @gmail.com. Email us. Email us there. And we have another list here going straight to it. Let's go straight to it. So our final list of the is this will be fun. We're gonna finally close up our 2024. This is our top 5 things from 2024. I sent something to Tara earlier. I'm like, I don't know, man. This is hard because like 2024 wasn't that cool. Honestly, I looked at the movies. I'm a guy who I saw like, I don't know, 30 movies in the theater this year and a bunch of other movies not in the theater. I'm going to tell you right now, a movie didn't make my list. TV shows were not that good this year. So things like that were hard to get on my list. But I did come up with things that I remembered from the year that are, people will know and remember that I think were good. But yeah, it was kind of a bogus ass year. It was not like when I looked up like best moments of the year, there wasn't good shit on it. I had to really figure it out for myself.
I did too.
Like I picked this one tier and everything out. They're like best moments of 2024, but it was all bad moments. I'm like, what?
Right.
It was weird. I was like, that's not what I asked for. It even titled it that. I'm like, but it was like dog shit. Anyway, I'm starting this one, right?
Yeah.
My list is good.
Mine's okay.
I have 6 that I really liked.
6. Okay.
And I got to drop one off of it. So what doesn't make the cut? Okay. So this is what doesn't make the cut. And it's hard for me. It's hard, Tara. My numbers, I'm going to tell you my thing that doesn't. No, I won't say what doesn't make the cut, just in case. It's hard to leave it off, though. So no, I lied. So my number 5 thing from 2024, a week late. We're doing our top 24, our top 5 from 2024, a week after the year has ended, because that's how we roll here. But my number 5 thing from 2024 is Timothy Chalamet. Chalamet had a big year.
He did have a big
Chalamet
year.
had a real big year. Dune 2 came out. He's been all over. He's been all over doing his interviews. He's Bob Dylan. Haven't seen it yet. I was going to go tonight. I still may later. It's getting late though. But But Chalamet, man. Tara. Chalamet, he has a little mustache right now.
I know.
He was at the Golden Globes last night with his girlfriend. That's the only thing I'm not loving is that he's dating
Jenner.
Kylie
Kardashian Jenner.
I'm just not that into.
No.
I'm just not into those people, and I feel like he's better than that.
Yes.
Like I just feel like he's better than that.
I could agree with that.
But who knows? They were together still. It's been a while.
I know. I feel like it's been
over
a hot
year.
minute.
Well, they were together at the Golden Globes last year, sitting by each other, and they were there again. But I'm a Chalamet guy. He's good on social media. He was interviewed on stuff. He was good. And again, Dune 2 was fire. And I haven't seen the Bob Dylan movie yet, but I'm going to check that out. And I've heard he's really good in it. Chalamet, I love me some Chalamet. Last year, he probably was on my list as well. He was in Wonka, baby. So Chalamet all day. I'm worried he sucks now because he's still dating Jenner.
He doesn't suck.
He might suck.
My number 5 is UFOs. They came back in a big way this year.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know what they are, but I love it. I love that.
We do.
What are they?
It's something we own. You're right. We don't know what they are.
Well, are you talking about the drones?
Both.
I'm just talking about the UFOs that people are seeing.
I think they're the same
I
shit.
think aliens exist.
Probably.
And I think that
I've
they
said that.
walk among us like
Oh, wow.
Men in Black.
Holy shit.
So
Dang.
I
I know
love
that about you. Is
I
that what you
love
really
that
believe?
UFOs are here and people are starting to see them more, and I just
What are
think
they going to do? What's going to happen from it? Nothing. We're just kind of going to keep living among us.
definitely
Like in our lifetime, will anything come of it?
no. It's more likely that the robots are going to take over.
Oh,
First.
AI is done. That's not
Yeah.
that's not on my list of things I like.
No,
AI,
I
I'm
hate
so
that
fucking
shit.
over AI. Like I saw this thing today. It's like, oh, they're like these AI assistants. They're gonna like they're so good that they're like you have to be able to do less hours and or there'll be like less hours to do certain things. And then but then the next thing is like and companies will be able to like not have to hire as many people. I'm like, that's a bad thing, you dumb fucks.
Yeah, exactly.
People need to because they're not gonna just give the money to people.
No.
They're just gonna that's what we've learned is these corporations are evil fucks. They're not just gonna be like, cool, things will be like, we'll just give money to everybody.
Yeah.
No. They'll let you die in the street
Yes.
without money because the corporations are evil.
And they have
People are greedy.
They have all this money and don't fucking care about other people.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I just saw that they're like creating skin for robots. I'm like, sweet.
Stop. Why? Why?
Sweet.
Who asked for this shit?
Right?
Who's asking for this dumb shit? I'm so over it.
Yeah.
Tara, I'm gonna say it. I've said it 100 fucking times. Nerds fucking suck. Nerds ruin the world. At first, you were like, "Don't say that," but I think you're starting to come around. Nerds are ruining everything.
Yeah. Nerds
because they're
ruining
nerds, and we should have bullied them harder. We got to bully them harder. Why aren't we bullying them right now? We're letting them fucking run like Elon Musk is running the goddamn world.
The fact that people think that Elon Musk is cool, I'm like, y'all are
he sucks.
Stupid. He's a big fucking nerd who doesn't even do cool things.
No, and he's like his body.
Yeah.
Yuck. Get him out of my face.
Yeah.
Anyway,
right. What's your number 4?
I'm gonna say my number 4 is the Saquon backwards hurdle. The Saquon Barkley backwards hurdle is my number 4 thing that happened in 2024. It was awesome. It's going to be a play I remember forever. I'll never forget it. It's going to be one of those, like, you know, you got all those sports plays, all those sports plays you remember forever. That's going to be one of them. We all got them. We all got a list that we'll never forget. The Saquon backwards hurdle is always going to be in my brain.
True.
He's the Bo Jackson of now. You had Bo Jackson on your list. I got Saquon on my list.
You know what? That's my 4th too.
Oh, wow. So something just got bumped?
Yeah.
The way you do your list is so funny.
Because that was so good that I'm like, you know what?
I like that instead of like, because something's off now and 5 just stays there.
Yeah, which is fine. Because I don't even know if they're in the right order. But that's my number 4 too.
Well, this one's supposed to be in order.
I know, but I always am questioning everything. Every time
you're not good at lists.
Every time I see that, still, I'm just like, that's the coolest shit ever. It looks so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's fun.
It was literally the first thing I wrote down. It was literally the first thing I wrote down. First thing I wrote down.
So cool.
What's your number 4?
My
that?
Number 4 is that.
It's that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Saquon, jumping backwards. So I get to go again? You can go first. You can go this time.
What's
number
number 3 is The Rise of Chapel Rhone.
Oh, wow.
I freaking love her. I love her music. Anytime one of her songs comes on, I just want to dance, sing and dance. I kind of like her too. She's a little bit, she doesn't want to be famous, but she also is famous. I want to go to one of her shows.
Interesting. I moved off of Chapel very fast, I got to be honest.
Oh, I love her still.
I liked Pink Pony Club when it came out. And then I kind of moved, I kind of bored up. I don't have any music on mine. I didn't think anyone of old school put anything out that I cared about. Nothing new really stuck with me like through the year. Like I haven't, when we talked about Pink Pony Club back when it happened, I said I liked it. I don't think I've listened to it since.
Oh, I listen to her all the time at work.
I moved on from her. It's fine that you dig her, but I definitely moved on from Chapel pretty quick. She's
awesome.
She's good. She's good enough. I don't know. She's top 524 for me, though.
She's definitely top 524 for me. Good
pick.
Shining light for me.
Shining light.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. This is my number 3.
Yeah.
It's tough. I'm gonna say just the Olympics. I really enjoyed the Olympics. I enjoyed the basketball in the Olympics. I enjoyed the silliness of the Olympics, all the memeable stuff. Obviously, you got the break dancer, among other things. The guy that shot the gun looked cool while he shot it. The Olympics were a good time. I enjoyed the couple weeks of the Olympics. I was not bored by that at all. I really dug the Olympics.
That was my number one.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
You could have told me that at number one. Just use it now, and then you can fucking add or get rid of it and add the thing back in.
No, it's number one.
You're leaving it number one. Okay.
Yes, because that's
Okay.
by far.
Well, we can talk about it more when we get to your number one then. Or just talk about it now and we know it's your number one. Whatever, I don't care. Sarah, what's your number one?
My number one is the Olympics.
That's high for me. I think
Why?
that's a little high.
I thought it has...
Because I got two more things that are way better. I think everything on my list is actually better. I just put the Olympics in the middle because I don't know. I actually don't know that I believe it's number three.
Oh my gosh. I thought the Olympics were super entertaining. There was a lot of like weird fun stuff that happened. And then there was a lot of like redemption stories, like the Sha'Carri story. Simone came back and broke tons of records, was awesome.
Yeah.
I loved the ray gun. So hilarious, so fun. The pole vaulter whose dong had him lose, like super fun.
I'll leave it right at 3. It's good at 3. You're right.
Like you said, the gun in the pocket, like the gun guy shooting the gun with his hand in his pocket. When the gymnastics were doing the medals and 2 girls were biting it, and the girl from I don't know where she's from, Japan maybe, and then she kind of was like and then a bit down on it. Super cute. Just like you said, basketball was fun. The one mistake was not having Caitlin Clark in there, but outside of
yes, because we beat. Listen, I don't even remember what happened. I know that the USA won the women's.
They did, but on like a last shot.
I barely remember what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they had Caitlin Clark, we'd be like that. Even if it went bad, we'd be like that.
Yeah.
They blew it.
Were great.
Yep.
Snoop was everywhere, which was weird.
Snoop was everywhere. I think was the thing I liked the least about it.
I know.
Tom Cruise showed up and that was fun at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Olympics were good. I'll leave them right at 3. Okay, these next 2 are definitely, man, I don't know, man. They're just so different. They're just such different things. It's hard for me to pick which one's my favorite. I'm gonna say my number 2 thing from 2024 was Space Dunk Oreos. They put those out at the beginning of the year, at the very end of January, starting the year off strong. If you guys didn't have these, and they don't exist, they don't exist anymore. But there's like, I can't even describe the flavor of them.
They're so good.
But they're supposed to taste like outer space. And they had popping candy in them, and they were like, I saw what the flavor was recently. I think it was like, I don't remember what it was, but it was so fucking good. These Oreos were so good that I was eating them like. There's a reason I had to lose 105 pounds, Tara. There's a reason I had to lose 105 pounds because of things like Space Dunk Oreos. I was going to Aldi and getting a package and buying 2 packages and eating one, but then I was bringing one home so I could share it with Miranda, but I basically just ate that one as well. I let her taste it because I wanted her to taste it.
They were so good. It tasted like
stardust
and
it was like, and like you couldn't even, it was like, what is this? It's so good. I didn't even like put them in milk.
It was like addicting. It was
you
like
just ate them.
The crackle of it too, and
yeah, Space Dunk Oreos, man,
super good.
My number 2 thing from 2024. Tara, what's your number 2?
My number 2 thing from 2024 was the performance of I Am Ken at the Oscars.
Wait, is that where? Are you at number 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you just have, because that was your number 2, right?
Yeah, you're right. We're right. Yeah. We both got, Was it like, go ahead, say it again?
That
was good.
Was the I Am Ken performance by Ryan Gosling at the Oscars.
It was good.
It just was so freaking good. Everyone was having like the best time. And it just highlighted how much of an entertainer that he is and how fun he is. And I really enjoyed it. Everyone in the crowd, like stuffy ass actors were all like having the best time ever. Like that never happens at stuff like that because they're all stuffy and people were just feeling it.
You know what I was saying? Because I feel like Chalamet's got a chance to be like the next, like he's big time. Like he's the guy right now. He needs to do a comedy like Gosling would do.
Because he can do comedy.
It's time for Chalamet. Yeah, because he's done it. Like when he does stuff on SNL and stuff, where he just talks. He's a funny person.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him do like a real comedy,
Mm-hmm.
like a real ass because he hasn't really done a comedy yet.
No.
Don't take yourself too serious, Tim.
No.
At least we get the fun side of him in the real world because like we never really got that from Leo.
Yeah.
Leo wasn't doing like a bunch of funny shit because
Mm-mm.
everyone's kind of trying to compare him to Leo now because he kind of does it all. But I think maybe like the fact that he has that funny side. But hey, I agree. Gosling killed it as in the I Am
So
Ken.
good.
Just Ken?
I'm just Ken.
Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed it. And everybody else showed up and was doing their thing. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I wonder if our number ones are the same. I doubt it. I don't know if you got the skill set to pull this off.
What?
Other than the Olympics, I don't think we're gonna have anything the same.
No.
So wait, the Olympics is your number one.
Yeah.
Oh, you already have your number one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So what was your number 3? I forgot.
My number 3 was Chapel Rhone.
Okay, that's right. Okay, so the only thing left is my number 1.
Yes.
Correct? Okay. So my number 1 thing from 2024 was Conan O'Brien on Hot Ones. Out of fucking control.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Out of fucking control, man. It's one of the it's like just to see Conan, my childhood comedy hero, come back and like and connect with the youngsters still have it in him to connect with the youngsters just because he's such a fucking nut.
He was so good.
It was so fun
He was
to
just
see him do it.
He killed it. I don't think there should ever be another Hot Ones because
Right.
he destroyed it. No one else will ever come close to that.
Nobody. Well, I saw this thing. It was like, you know how there's ins and outs. That's been the big thing. Like this is in, this is out this year. Out in 2024. In this, they're like they had an in list for Hot Ones, and like one's like whatever that was Conan is more of that. I'm like, this is no one's ever gonna. If anyone tries anything like that, they're gonna be like, you're trying too hard.
Right.
Conan got it. Conan came in. And I'm like, I'm gonna give it you. I'm gonna have ideas and go nuts.
Yes.
Yeah, bring this guy in that's pretending he's a doctor. That'll be a little bit, and then I'll just play off of that.
Yes.
No one's gonna be able to pull. It's just
No.
it's already been done. No one's ever gonna be able to match it.
And it just shows you like the genius of Conan, and also like he's a writer as well. So he like thinks about it and he wants to entertain and not just have it be whatever everyone else is doing.
He had his plan stuff, and then also it also was fucking with him.
Yeah.
So the fact that he knows how to amp up to the next level, again, that's the type of thing I would like. I'm gonna amp it as hard as I can for that. But not everyone can pull that off, you know?
That was so
But Conan
good.
pulled it off beautifully. It was disgusting. It was hilarious. I loved it.
Yeah, the doctor bit was insane. And it's interesting because when I think about like the other people who like have stood out for Hot Ones, like the Paul Rudd, it's like he was just his charming self, right?
Yeah.
And then
everybody was kind of just being them, you know, enjoying being themselves. Where Conan clearly came in with a mindset.
yes. Like I'm going to kill this.
Yeah. And he did.
Yes.
It felt like I was watching Conan.
Yeah.
And he's just doing his thing.
Gosh, he had some awesome little side bits.
And then his show this last year was also good.
Well,
His
that's
show
right.
that was
I
on
didn't
HBO.
see it.
You should watch it, Tara.
Yeah.
It's good. Conan in general, number 1 thing from 2024.
I like it. That's a good one. Your list was good. I gotta step up. Oh wait,
Tara, I'm good at
we're not
lists.
doing.
Tara, I don't know if you've known this. We've been doing lists for 3 years now. I'm good at lists. You're moderately okay to bad. Sometimes you put a good list together, and sometimes, man,
I feel like my Alabama list was good, but I just kept screwing myself
you
up
questioned yourself.
too much because it would have been.
And then you got flustered just because I was telling you that I was not saying Bo Jackson was a bad pick. I was just letting you know he's from the 80s. That was all.
Oh.
And then you were like 9, and like, well, he's from.
I liked my.
I'm like, it doesn't matter what decade he's from. He's still from Alabama. That was all that was important.
I liked my 2024 list, but
Not as good as mine though.
I mean, I added one of yours. So
Which one?
I added Saquon jumping backwards because that
You
was awesome.
probably should have added
Hurdle
Space Dunk.
backwards.
Space Dunk Oreos.
I know.
And
They're going to be
Conan.
on there too.
And Conan.
Okay, UFOs are going to be Space Dunks.
Perfect. That makes sense.
And then
So that's your 5. Like, Conan belongs on there, Tara.
he does belong on there.
What were your other ones?
But Chapel Rhone was a big deal to me. But
Okay. What are the other ones?
I'm just Ken at the Oscars, which was
You think that was better than Conan?
No.
Doing Hot Ones? They're both pretty good.
We'll do this. That one is like I'm just Ken
Leave it as is. Leave
slash
it as is.
Conan.
I already got them on my list. It's already on my list. It don't
Okay.
matter.
Yeah.
We got it out there. Here's the thing. I have a couple honorable mentions.
I do
The one that got knocked off when I was Industry season 3. Really great season of TV. But it's the 3rd season of it, but I really enjoyed it. But I'm just still trying to get people to watch it. Eddie watched it. I finally got someone like, hey, I watched this finally. And they're like, he was obsessed and binged the shit out of it. Anyone who starts to watch it ends up enjoying it.
Well,
You're the only person I don't know if they do like.
Yeah.
And then a couple of movies. The thing is, there's movies I liked, but nothing I'm like, man, that was my movie. Like, I'm going to be so disappointed if it doesn't like win something. But I really like The Substance, and I really liked Denora. Demi did win the Golden Globe last night. She looked fucking spectacular. Did you see her?
Yeah.
She looks so
whoever
good.
did her face, good
She
doctor.
She looks great.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually said I did enjoy the Haktua girl when she first hit the scene. That video was funny. When the Haktua video was on, I'm like, she's adorable. This is funny. And I actually don't hate her at all. But I just hated the whole, where it just became everything. I hate when something becomes everything. But I did like when she first emerged as the Haktua girl.
Sure.
The first original video.
I liked the JoJo Siwa's Karma dance because it was just so bad.
Was funny.
It was so funny. And then there was like this little Jules LeBron on TikTok, and she would say, "Oh, be mindful, be demure. That's not very demure. That's very mindful." And it was just really, I kind of liked that one.
Do you see Ralph Fiennes? Do it as a monologue on New Year's Eve on the Andy Cohen thing.
No,
and Cohen and the Countdown on CNN. Yeah, it was pretty funny. He's read it like it was a serious thing.
I love it.
And he was clearly a little drunk. I'd say it was pretty funny.
And then my last one was the Mike Tyson butt cheeks.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say the fight wasn't good.
No,
but the butt cheeks was funny.
Butt cheek is like, what was that?
I liked when he slapped him too the night before.
Yeah, because he stepped on him.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Nice, good list by us. Good list. We still found some things we liked about the awful 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there was some shitty shit in 2020.
There's shitty shit every year, but I just feel like there wasn't enough highs this year.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what we got here. We have one email.
Who's it from?
Who is it from? Who do you think it's from, Tara?
Is it from Mom?
It's from Mom.
Oh, she said she wasn't going to get one in.
Well, I think we recorded so late that she ended up getting one in.
I told her what time we were recording.
Gmail. Guys, email us. MELLONfights, MELLON fights @gmail.com. Tell people about it. I'm still trying to figure out how we can get more listeners. I don't know.
I've been telling people. I don't know if I've gotten any.
I don't know, man. I don't even know who listens to podcasts. Mm-hmm. I listen to like podcasts all day, every day. That's all I do. When I'm walking, I'm listening to them. When I'm doing stuff around the house, I'm listening. When I'm working out, I'm listening to them. I've done that for years. I've been listening to podcasts like for 15 years. But a lot of people don't listen to them. Happy New Year. First and foremost, for 2025, less talk, comments about sucking dick and bagging. Banging, I think she means. You two got much better stuff to talk about and share. We don't really talk about it for that long. We just throw it out there here and there. We're fine. Drew, you do shut Tara down, and there's no fighting out of it. She's got things to say. Just, you don't have to weigh in. Remember, I don't see the clips. I know. Remember, I don't see the clips, so it's hard for me to pick favorite moments. So lay off. You don't have to see clips to remember favorite moments. You don't have to see clips to remember favorite moments, lady. You're listening to the pod every week. You don't have a moment that sticks out. The clips have nothing. That's just clips I pick. So lay off. I had to generalize my 22 favorite things about Melon Fights. I disagree.
But thanks for listening, Mom.
Thanks for listening. Top 5 moments in 2024. Man on the inside. Anything that brings laughter and joy.
Was that 2024?
Yeah, it was last year.
Oh, I thought it just came out.
Tara, it's 6 days into the year.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yep.
And you watched it last year.
I did. It was good.
She took up pickleball, so that's not really what we're looking for. But
I love it.
Right. Took up pickleball. Love that it doesn't feel like exercise. 3, having family nearby.
She's
still kind of missing the point.
But that's okay.
Still kind of missing the point, but that's okay. Really always the best moments. Bon Jovi's comeback album and all he overcame.
Love
How about
it.
Bon Jovi Hero of the Year, saving someone off a bridge?
Yes.
That's maybe what we're looking for. And then
Oh
Simone
yeah,
Biles,
that's one of my 2024s as well.
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi
And then
saving
Simone
someone.
Biles comeback. What talent, grit, and strength.
That's good.
Honorable mention, Rowan's holiday concert. I don't know what that is.
She went to Rowan's holiday concert.
Mr. Miyagi
Iconic.
joining the family really is higher. And your dad and my holiday night out. So not quite what we were looking for,
A
but I
little
like it.
mix. A little mix.
Got nothing on Alabama today. Look forward to hearing yours. Love you. Have a Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday.
Tara,
Hey, Drew.
stay dry.
Stay dry.
Have a Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Melon fights. Ooh, we did good.